Uncle Shay, we got you. They trying to mire your name right now. They're trying to ruin everything that you've accumulated within your life. They're making up stories and implicating you because the amount of money that you have coming your way through the success and the talent, the things that you've created with your own two hands, through the talent that you demonstrated, not even on the football field, but behind the mic. We got your back over here because we understand that liars will be liars, scammers will be scammers, gold diggers, and shiesty-ass lawyers that are trying to come up on anything to make a name for themselves.
You shall not pass!
These pieces of shit need to be disbarred. There should be a criminal investigation into this Busby asshole. But I digress. Uncle Shay recently released a statement in regards to the $50 million lawsuit involving him and a young Tatiana that says that he R-worded her. I'm going to go over his particular statement as well as an audio recording between him and this strumpet liar where she is trying to utilize her lies within that to continue to implicate Uncle Shay. We got you, my guy. This is some bullshit. However, we're on the better side of history because now both sides of the coin, both genders are really put into question the lies that they spit. But let's get after it.
To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown.
Yeah.
I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right.
Let's talk about it.
This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine.
Listen, and the Tony Busby asshole is the same one that recently tried to come at Jay-Z, and they ended up throwing out that frivolous ass lawsuit after her accusations were easily disproven. He's a believe all woman advocate. He's a feminist at heart that utilizes it in order to increase the amount of money that is coming into his account. Let's proceed.
It should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey, Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation.
We are not settling. We will not be settling.
And trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about. And I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all you guys. Thanks.
Now, obviously, this is a statement that's written by his lawyer. You can actually see his eyes moving because he's reading something in this minute conversation. And I say good. His lawyer should be working to have him a prepared statement that is not too long, that goes into a deep explanation, but gives the public enough information to do damage with. Now, what do we learn from that?
We may not have proof now, but we will.
This is a hoe that's on OnlyFans. And for Shannon, you gotta be able to talk to him. To be at this stage of his life that he's dealing with an OnlyFans Tatiana strumpet digital e-worker, and he's talking to her over the phone to the degree of what he is. And we're gonna go over that conversation. Uncle Shay, you should know at this stage in the game, these vultures are doing whatever that they can in order to come up on you. So you gotta take accountability for having these types of conversations with these types of women. Now, according to TMZ, Shannon Sharpe is vowing to sue his accuser for defamation in the wake of allegations she made against him in a bombshell lawsuit she filed. Okay. Now, actually, Jay-Z ended up suing Tony Busby as well. And I think that Shannon should follow suit as well. The ESPN personality addressed Jane Doe's explosive claims in that video that he posted to his Instagram Tuesday morning. Just minutes after the woman's attorney, Tony Busby, released an audio to TMZ Sports that says that he shows Sharpe threatening his client with disturbing, aggressive, and dangerous language. Let's go over.
Like, I don't know. Anything I say, you're just gonna like get mad at and you're just gonna hang up on me. So I feel like
I'm not gonna hang up on you. Here's what it is.
What does that even mean?
She sounds so young.
You want to be a dick to me now, so.
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
Oh, Lord have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm going to fucking choke the shit out of you when I see you.
Notice this long pause. We're going to talk
Thank
about
you.
this.
Okay. Well,
Look at it.
I don't.
You know what?
Well, I don't want to be choked.
Yes, you do. I don't think you have a choice in the matter.
So that's the clip that Tony Busby is utilizing in order to try to prove that Shannon Sharpe is this big, abusing, giant, muscly, always beating women type of a guy. Can y'all honestly believe this bullshit? Shannon Sharpe has already proven and demonstrated that they had a sexually aggressive type of communication and dialogue. Okay, for Shannon to say in the midst of a conversation where they're going back and forth, playing like this little relationship cat and mouse or sexual cat and mouse, for him to say something like, I'm going to choke you, do you think that he's honestly saying that within the context of being aggressively or overtly violent with the young lady, causing her a black eye, perhaps blood on her face, a cut over her eye? No. What this obviously is a sexually suggestive and or aggressive tone. Guys that are currently dating out in the marketplace today, you can't come on and talk to these women. I just want to caress. I just want to just caress you and just hold you deep, sweetness and tight to me because you're my darling. You are my little princess. The majority, I would say 80% of these modern women today, MTR field studies would show 80% of them want you to be aggressive. 80% of them want to be dominated. 80% of them want to feel overpowered or overwhelmed. So, of course, without the context of understanding that, you might hear that and say, Uncle Shay Shay is tripping and or wilding. But then if you unlock the text messages that he uploaded, you get to see that he is an older, probably taken TRT man that is diving down in his 20s and interacting in a very normal, masculine way with a young lady who likes to be dominated. But the crazy shit is that all of a sudden, are we just not living in reality? Are we not living in reality that a majority of women, modern women that are walking around right now, like this type of communication, almost to the degree that they enjoy subtle, dominating punishment, but you guys want to just release this shit with no context as if he's a monster. And he deserves to be sued for $50 million because he's engaging in sexually suggestive communication with a OnlyFans chick 304 who likes this shit.
She's only after his money.
Be gone.
And if you guys are unfamiliar, make sure you look at my last piece of content going over this. The text messages that she sent to him is way more crazy than anything that he's saying right here. But any young man with a pulse that is currently in the modern dating, social media, IG dating game today knows exactly what this conversation is. And I hope all of the wokies over at Disney can understand a normal, sexually driven back and forth between a man and a woman who likes that shit. We've seen this so many damn times before. Now, I think that he has a case against Diddy, but the shit against Jay-Z was absolutely insane. And to allow him multiple times within a calendar year to come at multiple high-ranking black entertainers without pushback, you gotta be able to understand the degree of gall that this comes with, the degree of I don't give a fuck that this comes with. And for what? Because your snaking, sniveling ass wants to get your law firm within the paparazzi, within the media. You should be disbarred because you are shameful to the justice system. And it's just so crazy because we see these things so often, whether it be a Deshaun Watson, a Stuart Scott. They just let go of these personalities and these athletes just at the point of accusation. But I am very interested to see how Disney/ESPN, or rather Disney owns ESPN. I'm very interested to see what Disney is going to do in this situation, because historically they've just snipped first or cut first and then asked questions later, oftentimes completely ruining the career just based off an accusation. Which brings me to why conversations like this need to continue to receive pushback by men that know what's happening here. Because if it can happen to a Shannon Sharpe in his degree of career right now, then why don't you think that it can happen to you within your degree, within your career as it exists right now? But listen, I know I've said all this and I've defended Shannon Sharpe at least up to this point based off of the evidence that we have right now. Well, Uncle Shay talking to these young harlots in a ultra sexually suggestive way, saying all these different things over a recorded device, albeit you didn't know it was recorded, but you should always assume that it's being recorded, especially if you put an eggplant into women 30 years your junior. You should never trust these harlots. You should never let them take your kindness for weakness. And because you prioritize not your own defense or your own safety, but that degree of freak that exists within you, it gives the opportunity for vultures to turn it back on you. Nevertheless, that's what I wanted to go over here today. Guys, keep your eyes locked to the channel. I'm going to continue on giving you guys updates as I see them come through, and we're going to continue on talking about it. If this content gets enough likes, I'm going to go live because we need to have a full conversation and discussion with everybody, whether or not you agree with me, whether or not you disagree with me in regards to this situation. But if we've seen one, we've seen them all. It's the same shit, different cloth, but it needs to have a conversation about it. Uncle Shay, keep your head up, my G. We got you over here. Questions, comments, concerns. Y'all already know what to do, man. Go to turtlesandreviews@gmail.com. Guys, write them down below. Leave me something. What is it that you think about this case? Last but not least, join my men's self-development community. Link to it down in the description box down below. Click in, beam up, see the dope things in store. The community's building and growing each and every day. All right? If you are on the path towards financial education, if you're on a path towards finding your purpose, developing your masculinity, the questions that you don't know where to go to have answered, this is the perfect community for you. Click in, beam up, and let's get active. Until next time, YouTube. Peace.
She belongs to the street.
Girl, don't hold my hand. You a mattress actress on the OnlyFans. Get your money, girl, but damn, how is that your only plan? What you gonna do when you get too old to strip and dance? Get up out your echo chamber screaming period and yes. You a low down dirty woman if you try to get knocked up by a high value man.